Thing.
Hey! And we are
Hi.
live! Hey, Jules!
Hi. I'm like ahead.
Hey, we're wearing yellow. Hello, everyone. It looks like we have viewers right away. We have 3 viewers, and we have viewers waiting in our live stream.
Yay.
I am Ann Wilson, and with me is.
I'm Julia Parker, or Julie.
Yeah, I call her Jules, whatever. So we are live in my Mommy Ann on the Go YouTube as well as in your page, Jules.
Okay.
What's your page?
Pure Purpose Digital.
There you go. So this is the business page of Julie. It is in Facebook. Let me see if I could edit that. It is in Facebook, as well as you need to share this live stream in order for you to get registered in our raffle draw. So basically, we will have 5 winners of 500 pesos raffle. So today is day one, wherein you get a chance to be part of the raffle. So, at the end of October, may it be October 29, 30, or 31st, somewhat around that time or that date, I'll be picking 5 winners of 500 pesos from all the entries because it's not just Julie that will be part of our series, but there's going to be more business partners. My Facebook is dinging, so I have to X that out. I'm sorry, friends, relatives, and followers, if you are messaging me right now. Jules, how's your day?
Good. It's
Can you
very
hear me?
relaxed. I was off today. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we have our business
Trying to see you.
partners watching us. Hello, Siri is not my business partner, but hello, my very number one, I guess, supporter. Thank you for sharing our live stream. We have Kate and Lalita Foster in the house. Thank you for sharing our live stream. What are we doing here, Jules?
We are doing a live talking about financial freedom or how to become financially free.
All right. So when we talk about financial freedom, well, everyone, my viewers are mostly Filipinos, but Julie right here is American. So we will be speaking in full English, maybe 99.9. Some words might slip out of my tongue and it might not be English. But Julie right here is nice enough to, share the stage with me, actually share the screen. So we could all discuss about financial freedom, you guys. Now, financial freedom is not, I mean, I guess when we say financial freedom, for me, some others are lucky enough that they're born with it, you know but I feel like I could taste goodness, and like it feels good to have financial freedom if I work hard for it you know
Yeah.
it will be good if I'm born with it, but since I'm one for a fact was not born with financial freedom, that I could not just get anything and everything that I want, I believe I have to strive harder and work for that
Right.
freedom that I want. What about you, Jules?
Same. I'm the youngest of five.
Mm,
So of course, I used to go have to go to work with my brothers when they worked at night. So I used to go to the movie theater
mm,
or some breakfast restaurant everyone knows about. And I would be there while they were picking up dishes, things like that. Um, and even my parents, they had the work ethic. My mother would work at night, my dad would work during the day, and they would switch off so that they would have time to be with each of us.
mhm.
So I learned, hard work and effort come into it. And, sometimes you have to be happy that you have a full time job. Some people aren't lucky enough to get that. That's what they used to tell me, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, so when we talk about job, do you want to share what you're doing right now?
Yes.
What are your income streams, maybe? And do you think that job that you have right now is giving you full financial freedom?
Well, for me, I work in IT. I've been
Mm,
working in IT for the last 10 years.
mhm,
Off and on, I used to do childcare, things like that.
mhm,
But it helps me with my income now. The
mhm,
reason I started a digital business was that as a contractor, your job isn't secure. You
mm,
might go into work tomorrow and they're like, go home. And you're
yeah.
like, okay, what do I do now?
Mhm,
And it's very frustrating because then everyone wants to hire someone in IT. They don't want to pay you anything. it's a struggle. So
Yeah.
to have an extra form of income coming in where you don't have to have a physical job where you report to someone, you are your boss.
Right.
That's a type of freedom, because then one day I can tell my boss to step, and be home full time. I'm ready for that day. It's not there yet, but
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, for as long as we know that we are working towards that financial freedom, at least we're conscious enough that that's what we want in our life. In order for us to know what we want, first we need to know what it is, of course, and we work for that. So, financial freedom may come easy to other people, but for us, well, you just said about what you're doing right now, you're in IT, and of course if you are just an employee, there's always going to be somebody that could possibly take your place. Who knows, you might get sick, of course. We are
yeah,
not assured with our jobs, and that's with every job in the world. Nothing is assured, but if you have your own business and your business is running great, then you could have stability in terms of that. Now in my case, I have been a teacher for 17 years. I Oh my goodness, I we were poor. I'm the eldest of four siblings, but my mom was just a housewife. My dad was a construction worker. And I even had to be with my grandma and with my aunt in order for me to finish high school and finish college. So nothing was handed out to us. But back in the Philippines, especially for the poorer family members, we were like,
yeah,
finish your education. We put education on top of the line. Finish your education, so you will have a job after that, and you could like help your family members. So honestly, no, but it is not a big drive force in Filipino families to really go get a business so you could grow. It's like go get an education so you will be employed, you will have
yeah,
security. And I was okay with that. For a certain period of time, I was okay with that. I feel so blessed when I got here in America because coming from a third world country, seeing this country, it's beautiful, it's amazing, and I'm able to help my family financially. Not until last year when I was like, oh no, I have been working for 16, 17 years. I don't have savings. you know oh no, what if, especially everybody experienced the pandemic, it has different effects on each of us. But in my case, it got me so paranoid, it got me so worried. What if my husband's not able to produce as much work because he is a contractor himself? What
yeah,
if I get laid off work and I would not have a job? There's a lot of things that's going to be gone. And most especially for my kids, they are just growing. What's going to happen if we don't have jobs? Are they going to
right,
finish college? And that's my goal as a parent, as an educator mom. I want my kids to finish college. That's still from the notion and then the idea of being brought up from a family of finish your education. There's a lot of positive things around that, and I
right,
believe that's basic. But after that, for as long as you have your basics, because we call that the papers, for as long as we have our papers, then you could do whatever with your life. If you want to go on with business, if you want to be an actor and actress, if you want to be a professional baseball player, whatever, just
yeah.
finish your college. That's on me.
Same. They were like, just get
Yeah,
your high school diploma. That's the main thing you get. And after that, it's like whatever you want to do, just get your high school diploma first, and we'll talk after that. We'll go after that. Do what you want to do.
right.
And yeah, because I was going to ask, with all this going on, and even when COVID hit, a lot of people had to pivot and shift because
Mhm.
some jobs you had to be on site and you just couldn't go in for a while. Some jobs would pay you,
Yeah.
some jobs would not. So,
Yes, yes, some different, how do you say that, categories, different kinds
yeah,
of jobs, they got lucky with the pandemic, honestly. Just like our digital business, it boomed during the pandemic because that's where people are. We're at home and we want to find something that we could just do at home, and that was actually the perfect time to start a business, and it's still growing even until now. But others, as what you said, you could not even go physically to your job. What
yeah,
happens, honestly, we're lucky enough here in America because we have subsidies, or the government gave us some relief money.
yeah,
But in other countries, especially in the Philippines, if you did not have anything. There is no way but just to
Yeah.
wait for somebody to give you something, or you really have to like sell clothes, you have to like sell plants. Others like, yeah, try to make a living of what they have because they could not go to work, and that's frustrating, that's worrisome, that's a lot of
A lot of worry.
yeah, a
Yeah.
lot of worries. And so now that we are slowly going back, what are your realizations with that, Jules?
Well, for me, going back, um,
Like now,
during COVID,
after, yeah, after pandemic, after
after
COVID.
the after pandemic, um, during it, I had a job where I was full telework. So
Mhm.
that worked, that helped out. And then, I had issues in my family medically. And then, tragedy struck at the beginning of this year. And I was like, why did I wait to start something when I had the opportunity? So then everything could have been set up. So when stuff started to happen, I
Right,
was already pivoted. I was already had that 90-degree angle to the side
right.
ready. So now starting it, it's all mindset because your mindset is the most important thing. My mom always says, if you say something 100 times or you think it 100 times, it can come true because you focus on it so much.
Mhm.
So I've learned in this, doing what I've been learning, because this business is international. You can take it anywhere. You can do it from your phone. You can do it from your tablet.
Mhm.
Um, and the opportunity was just great. And it's not always the result. I have to remind myself, it's not always the result. It's the right now. What can you do to be better so later is the greatest that you can get?
Mhm.
So I've learned that, yeah, having another option, a different
Mhm.
choice
Yeah.
is great. It's great.
Yeah. Thank you, Jules. But by the way, some of our friends are here, of course, for our prizes that will be given out at the end of October. So let me just explain. This
Mhm.
October, by the way, because we are honestly, where I feel like I am blessed financially because of this business, I share out. It might be a little thing, but for others the 500 pesos might be a couple of, medications or something like that, a couple of medicines
Mhm.
that they could buy, or they could buy school supplies, or they could buy something out of that. So that's why we're giving away prizes to those that are here for the prizes. We have a new there is no link. I apologize. There is no link. There is no registration. What I want you to do, guys, is to go to let me get the window. Is to go to Julie's Facebook page. Again, I need you to go to Julie's Facebook page, and I'm gonna share that here. This is Julie's Facebook page, you guys. We are live over there. I need you to type in there. We need a hashtag. Hashtag what? Financial freedom?
Yes.
Yes. So if you have financial freedom as a hashtag in there, you guys, I would personally write down your name and put you in a raffle draw that will be done, or that will be drawn at the end of October, and that's one entry for you. Now the next couple of live that we have, I have a couple of live next week, and please watch out. Please share. Please make sure that you are liking the page of Julie, because that is the only way that you could earn the raffle. All right. Shout out to Mag Scary. Hello, hello. We have Sheila. We have Amy here. Siri is still here. Kate is still watching. Thank you, Kate. And Roland right here. Do not write the hashtag here. Write the hashtag to Julie's page. And this is Julie's page right here. The one that you see on our banner, that is Julie's page. Per say
Pure purpose
Pure
digital.
Purpose Digital. And I am putting that in our comment section right now. Do not write financial freedom here. You're going to go to Julie's page. This is Julie's page in Facebook right there. Pure Purpose Digital. Follow her page. There you go. Somebody is just messaging you. So let me just stop the screen. So that's what we're doing. And if you put that hashtag over there, you'll get an entry. So following directions here is important. I want to drive traffic in Julie's page because Julie has a lot of good information there about financial freedom and all. So Jules, I pick up this book, believe it or not, in $5 below a long time ago, and I realized I have not even read anything from here. So let me just go ahead and give me a couple, give me, maybe we'll discuss like five money hacks. And let's
Mhm.
see if we believe on that or not. So this one actually has until the number money hack until number 280, but don't go that far though. Still, this is money hack, and I'm gonna circle that and I'm gonna read it. And I every time I do live, I'm gonna ask my business partners to really also check this one out, and let's see from there. So give me a number, Jules. Any number from 1 to 280, and let's read.
Let's do 12.
Ooh, do you know that's my birthday? It's March 12th, my birthday. Oh, money hack number 12. Unfollow your favorite brands. Woo! I cannot. Some experts claim that we see more than 5,000 advertisements every day. That may seem extreme, but there's no doubt that you see at least a few dozen when you're scrolling through your favorite social media feed. It's easier than ever to keep up with your favorite brands, but that convenience also creates the temptation to make unnecessary purchases, and social media sites use your interests and activity to show you ads they think you'll like, which increases that temptation. Next
Mhm.
time you feel yourself getting sucked into endless scrolls of picture perfect ads, unfollow the business you've liked. You won't be able to avoid ads completely, but you'll be able to dodge those constant reminders of new items. Can't miss sales or limited time offers that can derail your budget. It may feel extreme at first, but decluttering your social feeds is for the least restrictive than trying to reduce your scroll time overall, and it help you avoid the temptation of spending. What do you think about that?
Um, it's the truth. Nowadays, it's
Wait up. Tell me your favorite brand first that you see a lot of ads online anywhere.
ugh.
Oh, come on.
uh I don't actually have a favorite brand, I'll be honest. Because I read books a lot. So I get
Mm.
random ads for like IT equipment or my favorite author. Now that's
Oh.
bad because
Oh.
I'll see like 20 new books and I can spend like $200 on books before
Oh,
I
wow.
look at it. And and even now I moved and I have 6 crates of books and they're like, "Have you read these?" I'm like 10 times. Yeah, I've read them.
Oh my, for real? Well, for as long as
Yeah.
you're using it. Oh my goodness. Jules, look at there's 57 comments in your page right now. And people, do not write 20 times, just one time. I'm not going to write your name 5 million times. If you put in there your name with a hashtag financial freedom, I'm only going to be counting it at one time. Please do not. And I'm going to stop writing as soon as we're done with our live. I'm going to copy paste everybody that's in there and put it in my paper, and I'll print it out, and I'll cut down those that repeatedly wrote it down. So just do it one time and make sure you're sharing the live and liking Julie's page, okay? Thank you for joining. So yeah, that's actually amazing. With me, one thing that happened also during the pandemic with me, I oh my gosh, I learned, well, I feel like having brands like
Yeah.
name brands. I sold those pre-loved pre-love bags, luxury bags, and all that stuff. That's because I
Yeah.
watched too much of those online selling. And I end up like, oh my gosh, I love that. I love that. I end up buying them and thinking, oh, I could earn a living from that. Let me buy that and sell it soon. What happened was it's still here. And now I am drawn to that. I had my
Yeah.
first Hermes, pre-loved Hermes, and I wanted to buy a new one, something like that. So now, since I see all of that, it's always on my feed, and it's so tempting. And not just Hermes. Now I love Dior. Now I want to see Christian Louboutin and all that other stuff. So for me, oh, it was almost that I bought another good one when I had another 5-digit income
Hmm.
from my digital business. But I stopped myself. I told myself I do not need another thousands and thousands of dollars worth of bag, and I will just put that on my shelf. I might use it once or twice, but it's not worth it. You know what? Let me save my money for that. So I feel like I'm so responsible at that time when I stopped myself from buying expensive stuff. But yeah, that's the goal. And my goal honestly is to get rid of this, honestly sell them so I could make money from that and put it in my own
And
business
free up
and
space.
yes, invest it somewhere. I'm gonna ask you one
Yeah,
more.
that too.
This might shock us. This might shock us. How about you guys? If by the way, if meron po kayong questions, if you have any questions, please write it down in our comment section below. Stop putting in their hashtag financial freedom because you need to write that in Julie's page. Not in here, you guys, but in Julie's page. Okay? Not here, please. Not here. You need to put that in Julie's page. You need to follow Julie's page in order for you to have your chance of winning. Okay, okay? There you go. So I will put that there and I'll click this and I will show that one. Okay, perfect. Two more, I think. We'll discuss two more.
Okay.
Yeah. What number? That was
Let's
really
go with 30.
on point. Oh my gosh. Unfollow. That's hack number 12, guys. Remember, unfollow those favorite brands. Though I don't follow them though, but when you are in social
No.
media and you're clicking at something, you're even just saying something, oh my goodness, Facebook will catch it. And the next thing you know,
Yeah,
it's
sometimes you
like,
have to double check if you're saved into things, or
oh gosh.
even the games you play. Sometimes it'll register your email,
Yes.
and that's another thing you have to check
Mhm.
for.
Go
But
to Julie's page, and that's where you need to put the hashtag. Number 30. Oh my, this is very technical. So let me read this. Number 30, hack number 30. Opt out of overdraft protection. I wonder why.
wow.
Because I always do that because I don't want to pay so much. But let's read that. It says modern banks are all about convenience, claiming to make it easier than ever to manage your money. But one of those common convenient feature is overdraft protection. It sounds great, but it's usually not free. The f- the fee, which can easily hit $30, is incurred each time you swipe your debit card in the bank, moves money from your savings to cover your purchase. You could easily go an entire day completing errands as you go without realizing you're racking up fee after fee. But instead of relying on this expensive protection, opt out of overdraft protection completely. Then put pressure on yourself to keep an eye on your balance each day. Oh my gosh, this is so embarrassing. What do you think about that?
Well, it's true. They do. Ugh, I've been hit with that sometimes when I was younger, I had it on and I have money in my savings. And I look around and I'm like, wait, where'd my money go? And they automatically transferred it. And I didn't understand what they were doing. And that's what it was. When I got older, I was like, oh, you think they're slick. Okay.
You know what? I understand how it goes, but you're right. And this book is right because of convenience. We would rather pay for convenience and save our faces of embarrassment rather than watching our finances. And I am guilty with that because, guys, for those who are not so used of having to because in the Philippines we use a lot of cash, and I like that. But when we got here in America, we don't bring cash. We have debit cards, we have cards. So when we swipe our cards, if we don't have enough checking amount in there, overdraft protection would push in or transfer directly from your savings so you could go through with whatever you purchase, right? But
Hmm.
that's what it says. It's not for free. There's always a fee for that, minimum maybe of $30. So if you forgot that you don't have enough cash or enough checking amount in your bank, and you keep on swiping, even if we just it's just one, that's money wasted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it saved me for a couple of times, because sometimes you forget that there's like automatic payment and you don't have enough money in there. It saved me, but I honestly feel like I am being irresponsible if I don't know what's coming out of my checks. So that is right. Oh, this is hard to
Yeah.
follow.
And one thing I want to mention, with automatic payments and
Mm,
even payments that come out your account, I found that it's better to keep track of when they clear it. Sometimes you can call them and go, how long does it take you to clear an
mm.
automatic payment? Some people say like 4 days. You're like, wow, that's a long time. Yeah, you'd be like, whoa. So it's like, yeah, let me make sure.
Yeah.
You know, you
Honestly,
stop. Everything's like, no.
honestly, there's a lot of people that are really good. I feel like back in the day when you physically write a check, though it was taxing, I feel like that's easier to track with our expenses. But now with the swiping, now with just a phone doing this to whatever you purchase online,
Yeah,
I feel like I have wasted more money than just like saving money, because we all believe that if you put money in the bank, you save the money. No, you have incurred a lot of charges and fee in the bank more than you save money, or more than we have, you know, grew money in the bank. But
yeah. Because
so
the
it.
balancing of the books doesn't happen as much with checks back in the day, because you would have to write
Mhm.
what's coming out, when it's coming out, how much you had left, when it actually cleared, things like that. So for me, to add on what I've learned through my life, I've been on this earth 38 years, and what I've learned
Look like
was,
it.
yeah, from my brothers and my sisters.
Mhm.
My sister was a teller at one point,
Mhm.
and that's how I learned how to write checks. But anyway, my
Mhm.
brother always says, pay yourself first. So
Mm.
even and I've had friends say, how do you pay yourself when you're always broke? It's like, well, if you never save, then you're always broke. It's like it's like a vicious cycle. Like you always have an excuse why you can't. But
Mhm.
you can buy coffee at Starbucks like 20, you spend $50 a week getting a
You know what?
coffee.
That's one of the hacks in here, but I'll save it in one of those days.
Yeah.
Um, it says the number. I saw that. I read that
Yeah.
somewhere.
And
Like
the best
about
place to save is your 401k if you have one.
hack number 7: simplify your coffee. Fancy coffee drinks can put pep in your step, but can also drain your wallet. Yeah, you might
Hmm.
have a Starbucks here in your hand. How much is that Starbucks? $6, $7? Like, ooh. Yeah, go get your own coffee in less than $1 from the house, and you should be good.
Convenience. you
But
know.
that was hack number 2 for us. Hack number 3, actually. We'll do
Mhm.
one more because we're already here for almost 30 minutes, which
Well,
is.
I would say, why don't you pick one? Why don't you
Oh,
pick one?
okay. I'll say 3 because we
Okay.
already picked 12, so I'll pick 3 this time. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Okay, don't quit cold turkey. Cut back. Hack number 3. I wonder what that means, but it's self explanatory. It says the idea of cutting out a budget category probably makes you nervous. But being mindful about your spending doesn't have to be an all or nothing game. Instead of forcing yourself to go entirely without, reduce spending on that category by just 10% each month. You won't see sudden drastic change in your budget, but the shift will be a lot easier to stomach. Say you spent 148 of coffee shops last month. The idea of never buying coffee is enough to make you want to hide from your budget forever. But what if you challenge yourself to spend just 10% less on that coffee this month? That's
Mhm.
80 less for a total of $132.20. Then next month, See that you can bring that expenses down by 10%, 119.88, by introducing an incremental shifts instead of a huge radical changes. You're more likely to stick with your new moderately reduced habits. Oh my, I need to read this book more. I feel like I need to do something because now that, honestly, Jules, now that I'm earning a 5 digit extra income because of the business. By the way, guys, you can tune in into our business. Julie right here has her page, and mine is an what happened to our page? Wait. That is
Hers
where
be
it's
Mommy Ann on the go.
Mommy
Mine is
Ann on the
Pure
go.
Purpose Digital.
Yes, Pure Purpose Digital. You can go in there and learn more about our business. But hey, you guys, I was telling you earlier that because I'm earning this much money, my mindset right now is like, hey, yeah, I can buy you that. Hey, what? We're going to Bath and Body Works. Before I was like, no, we're not buying $16 worth of lotion. But just like yesterday, my daughter was like, oh, it's the birthday of my friend. Oh, it's the birthday of my friend. I cannot believe as soon as we got in the cashier, we spent $61 just for like four lotion and a spray. I was like, how did that happen again? And why did I let that happen? Because I feel like, oh, there's money coming in. I could just spend it, right? But honestly,
Hmm.
I should just cut back and start really saving money from what I earn. What do you think about it?
Yeah. I mean, that works. That works. I mean, there's nothing wrong with doing what you like, but cutting back is hard when you have like gone unchecked for a long time. You
Yeah.
know, and some people are like, I don't go like that anyway. That's not what I do.
Mm.
And I realized sometimes if you just take out your bank statement and you count how many point of sale transactions you do, you'd be like, wait, one time I was trying to just reduce having
Mm.
so many in a month. I had
Mm.
like 200 one month. I was like, what was I doing? That was a
Yes.
lot. It was like, wait a minute.
I'm trying to do that. My out of nowhere expense right now is so this is my mother's schedule. Like my daughter goes to dance 3 times a week. My son goes to practice 2 or 3 times a week in every different ways. And since we are on the go, we also eat on the go. Can you imagine that? Buying stuff, fast food. One, it's not healthy. Two, it's more expensive than getting food here in the house.
If you're
So
eating in your car.
yes. So my husband was like, we're going to sit one day and really look into our expenses and making sure we hush out those things that are unnecessary. But I feel like, just like today, we stopped by at Starbucks. We stopped by at Dunkin' Donuts. We even stopped by at Auntie Anne's. Those are unhealthy food, but we are eating that. And those are expensive food. If I total my expenses right now just for those unhealthy food, that might be around $30 to $40 with just the three of us, and we did not even get so full. It was not dinner, it was just snacking. That was really
Hmm.
bad. That's really bad because I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm bad. I am showing you guys how to be financially free. However, there are little things in our lives that we're doing that we could cut back slowly in order for us to really focus on the things that are important, and we could save from those little things and it would become bigger. I
Yeah.
think that's my last piece of advice to myself first. And if I
Hmm.
apply that to myself, I believe our viewers can also do that for themselves. Yeah.
And then just for me, the last thing is whatever you're working on, anything you're working on, just take your time, allow yourself to have a break, but don't stop for too long because it's so easy to stop. It's
Mhm.
hard to start back up once you stop. So, time yourself, give yourself, even if you take a day off, that's fine, but you have to pick it up tomorrow. Or I have to time myself to get stuff done. I'll be like, I have to put an hour on this. And it's like everything else. It's
Mhm.
like, I don't see it. Don't talk to me.
Yeah.
And that's what I do. And it works because I'll get through something and I'm like, oh, it's done. Okay.
Yeah. But I'm just happy, Jules, that's what we've said. We are now working in the digital space where there's
Yes.
money that we could earn online, but we have to really be honestly intelligent, smart enough to make use of that money and to save for the future, because we don't know what the future will hold. And for those who are interested with our businesses, guys, I'm gonna promote Julie right there. Julie Parker's www purepurposedigital.com, and she's going to be able to help you. If you're following her page, there are more financial, money hacks and all
To
the other
come.
support, yeah, to come, in order for us to, at least if we hear it from somebody and we were like, oh, I do that too, but I could do this as well. So, thank you so much for those who are here. A lot of
Thank
you were saying that you could not register through the link. There is no link. Again, I'm gonna share to you guys. Go to Julie's page in Facebook. It is Pure Purpose Digital in Facebook. This is how it looks, and I am gonna end it at 8:36. This is
you.
how it looks in her page. I need everybody to like her page for now, and then make sure that you are. There's 9 people in there right now, but there's a lot of you who put in there hashtag financial freedom, and you can only have one entry for tonight. All right, you can have one entry for tonight, but the next entries will be coming up next week for more of our, yes, you don't need to register, not tan not, you have to put in this page of Julie's page, hashtag, I'm sorry, hashtag financial freedom. Only those that wrote financial freedom in there, we have 129. Can you believe that? I
Yeah.
hope there's going to be more than 100 people writing comments and making sure that you also. I could not. Jules, I might need your help because this is
Yeah.
your page.
No problem. I'll help you
I would
out.
not know who's in there, but I would definitely be putting you in a raffle draw at the end of this month. Okay? So, Dikhang Salama, thank you so much. Jules, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning, good evening, and good night. Thank you for joining us. And look forward to seeing you later.
Indeed. I think I don't have any more live coming up this week because it's already the weekend tomorrow. But I have Kate and Tim coming up on Tuesday, you guys, 8 p.m. EST. So in the Philippines, that's already the morning of Wednesday. Or anywhere you are in the world, let's take a look at your time zone. It's at 8 p.m. EST. So it's up to you at what time it is there in your own time zones as well. But I know our next live stream will be on Tuesday, 8 p.m. EST. And I hope, just like what I learned something from today, we had 3 hacks. You've heard about our background. You know what we are doing right now. Again, if you are interested with the business, it's going to be at
Pure
www.purepurposedigital.
purpose.
Yes, purepurposedigital.com. I got it now. Yeah, thank you so much. Make sure you put a hashtag in there. I'm gonna end at 8:40 in there. I will look at Julie's page and see who liked her page, as well as whoever followed her and wrote down or type hashtag financial freedom. All right, Daghang salamat. Thank you, everyone. Thank you to all our viewers. I see Lani in here. Thank you, Lani, for stepping in, and to everyone that watched our live stream. It will be the same thing on Tuesday. We will be live in Kate and Tim's page, as well as in
Mhm.
my YouTube page. Thank you, guys. Bye, Jules. I'll see you around.
Bye. Have a good night.
Have a good night. Thank you, guys.